Now, a week before I wrote this, my good friend Kenny, go so to him. He has 2 channels, and I'll be linking both of those in the description. Basically, was like, hey, bruh, we need more nostalgia on the channel, man. We need that more Devin Crispy nostalgia. So I was like, you know what? All right, bet. Why not start off that nostalgia series with, well, basically just, I don't know, just some of my favorite soundtracks in gaming and some of my memories linked to them. If you like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to make more video essays about not just things I like, but things that I don't like, things that I think could be better. Just basically just anything pop culture, manga, anime, music, media in general, just media in general. That's what I'm making more content about. And I'm not giving up the vlogs either because I have plans that I cannot share with y'all because the haters will sabotage me. But no, yeah, so that being said, let's get into this video. So just grab a snack, drink your water, get plenty of sleep if you can, but if you can't, then I can't really do much for you. And let's just enjoy the show. It'd be a dishonor if I start this video off by not mentioning a series that helped me get more familiar with video game soundtracks as a whole. The Super Mario series. My first Super Mario game that I have memory of playing was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Yeah, it was either Wii or the DS one of the two. I'll be lying if I say the soundtracks for that didn't go hard, because it did. They went so hard, and in fact, that it made me want to dive deep into other video game soundtracks. But those were not the standout tracks for the series for me. It didn't come from this game. It came from other games like Super Mario 64 DS or Mario Kart Wii. The main thing from these games sound design wise I messed with is with how low fidelity but high fidelity at the same time that these soundtracks invoked when it comes to the Super Mario series. They had to lower the quality so it just wouldn't fry it. At least when it comes to Nintendo franchises that really invokes this come from the Super Mario series. A prime example would have to be Super Mario 64 DS Jolly Roger Bay. Even though the entire soundtrack is the exact same as it was in Super Mario 64, the soundtrack still goes so hard to me. Generally, it was one of those things where I'm just like, bro, this is such a crazy good soundtrack. It's so relaxing, and with the low fidelity, it kind of plays in the background pretty decently to when it's a water level, so you'll be able to do everything pretty nicely, you know what I'm saying? But no, that's how I was able to, the bit crushing bit was how I was able to even learn about this phenomenon. Check out Screw Stash's channel. I'll be putting that in the description. He helped me even learn about this. I'll try to find the video that I learned it from that he was talking about. But also check out some of his music. He's kind of tough. Long-time viewers of my YouTube channel and Twitch content, the realization that fighting games had a very big impact on me as a gamer is as clear as day. I am a very big participator and spectator of the fighting game community. Growing up, I loved games like Street Fighter and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And while those games helped me appreciate the soundtracks of gaming, there were 2 games that stood above all. Tatsuka vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars was a 2v2 tag fighter released exclusively on the Nintendo Wii on December 11th, 2008. The main reason this game was made was unfortunately to bring hardcore fighting game fans to Street Fighter 4. Ultimately, that didn't fucking work. Hardcore fighting games fans, whenever Street Fighter 4 came out, they didn't really like it. They rejected it, or at least at first. A common life cycle that happens in a lot of fighting games is that you don't like the game when it first comes out in the first year or two. Then after some time, they're like, oh, Street Fighter 4 wasn't all that bad once the next one comes out. Because that's what happened with Street Fighter 4, that's what happened with Street Fighter 5, and it's gonna happen with Street Fighter 6. Because whenever the next Street Fighter comes out afterwards, niggas gonna be like, oh, but Street Fighter 6 wasn't actually all that bad. talking straight bull discussion for a different video. This game was developed by pt, same company responsible for making Marvel vs. Capcom 3. In theory, you have this game to thank for that masterpiece of a game. Fortunately, this game has never gotten ported to modern consoles. Tatsuno vs. Capcom is one of my favorite games of all time, and the memories associated with it is even better. For context, we move into a new house. At the time, I was relatively in elementary school. I want to say I was like in 2nd grade, I want to say. And then we move into this new house. We will check the cabinets in the garage, because for whatever reason there were cabinets in the garage, and we seen a bunch of games for the Wii. At this time, my brother was kind of growing out of the Wii, and he was kind of going into the Xbox phase of his life, where he wanted to play 2K and Call of Duty Black Ops or things of that nature. Me, I haven't got to that point yet, because I still loved my Pokemon, I still loved my Super Mario games. So I was just, well, I didn't play Pokemon until 5th grade, but still, I still love Nintendo too much. I loved their games way too much. I loved my DS way too much at the time. So I wasn't really ready to give that up yet. But we seen a couple games in there. We seen Call of Duty Black Ops for the Wii, and we seen, Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Mario Kart Wii. My Uncle Pimp, he see the video game nod. He sees Super Smash Bros. Brawl. He's like, oh yeah, I know a game kind of similar to this. And I'm like, huh, I wonder what game he's talking about. He's like, yeah, let me just go grab it whenever I can find it. So I'm alright, bet. Bro comes in, and mind you, he has it in like a little like back in the day when folks used to buy physical games. Like, he had this little plastic like little CD. It wasn't in the actual box. It was like a little plastic little CD thing. Like, I don't know. It's like something you used to hold CDs and shit, but like you didn't have the actual case, so it was like a little plastic little film. That's kind of the best way I could describe it. If I can find it, I'm definitely putting that on screen. He had that, and then we read the thing. It was called Tatsuno vs. Capcom. But as a kid, we wasn't reading that shit, so we just said Marvel vs. Capcom until my Uncle Pimp just stopped bothering to correct us on the shit, or until I actually popped the game into the fucking into my fucking Wii to figure out how the fuck it was actually pronounced. And lo and behold, that's how we found Tatsuno vs. Capcom. Just hearing this for the first time was fucking legendary. The intro was so masterful, all the way from the instrumental to the lyrics. As the rapper on this genre was flowing crazy, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Bro said, I got you when the going gets rough, yo. No boxes stuff, is this love? You may feel like you can't go on. If we try side by side, we'll survive, never die. Sin! That's called motherfucking bars, nigga! Fucking you know nothing about that! The song's crazy. Bro was rapping like rent was due. Like, this whole intro changed my brain chemistry, bro. No bullshit. That shit went crazy, bro. That shit went triple platinum in my fucking house. Well, that shit went triple platinum on my YouTube. Cause you know, back in the day you could pull up YouTube on the DS and shit. That shit went triple platinum on my YouTube, bro. No bullshit. This game has many different soundtracks that were decent, bro. That was the one that like really stood out to me. No bullshit, for real. That was the one. You know what I'm saying? Finally, for this video, because I think I should probably make this a multi-part video, I want to touch on Tekken, my top 3 fighting game of all time. And it's not 3. It's definitely 2, because Tatsuno vs. Capcom has a beat. But still, it's definitely 2. I had the beautiful luxury of being able to play both Tekken Tag 2, Tekken Revolution, and Tekken 7, which most fans would at least say are the least interesting out of the series, or would have one argument after another on like if it's actually good games or whatnot. But I really don't give a fuck. I liked those games. Well, I liked Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 7 at least. Tekken Revolution was something. I personally think that Tekken Tag 2 has the best soundtrack in any fighting game that I've heard, with the only exception to like maybe Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Maybe. Like overall, not even just like 1 or 2 tracks, just overall. Like Tekken had this really great thing of like somehow connecting like cultural elements to the sound while still being able to make that like original techno, like electric dance funk type shit, you know what I'm saying? Because like even Abyss of Time is a really good example of that. Like the nice little upbeat techno shit, upbeat techno pump, and then and then it just goes into a crazy beat drop, and I'm just like, bro, yeah, this shit's tough. Like, that shit's tough, bro. No one can say what I'm saying. And even if you want to go to the more chill tracks, like Touch and Go and Tekken 4, like, even though it's techno, it's like, it's still very chill. And it's like, oh yeah, you know, you get your little groove on, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, these are good tracks. And I feel like I'm not even describing these to the best of my ability, but that's the thing about these type of tracks. You have to just go and listen to them. Overall, them making the soundtracks for these games was just a very crazy spectacle. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It took a lot longer for me to write than for me to actually like record this. I'm trying to do better with my video essays, so if there's anything that you guys want to tell me to improve on besides the editing spec, because I'm still working on that. I'm just not the greatest editor. I'm liking editing. I'm starting to like editing more. I'm just still not the greatest at it. So just if there's anything, please let me know. I'm trying to do my best. And like for the songs that I did use in the video though, I'm gonna have them all time-stamped in the description below. So make sure to check those out. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I'm going to link my Instagram down below. I don't know if I'm gonna really do my Twitter. I don't think I'm gonna do my Twitter. But please like and subscribe. Share the video if you could. That would really help the nigga trying to get to 500 subscribers. So at 300 subscribers, we're gonna do a Q&A, but we gotta get to 300 first. So, but no, besides that, let me know what y'all think. Is there any soundtracks that really stood out to y'all? I'm definitely gonna make a part 2 to this video because there's some way more video games I want to mention. But yeah, y'all have a good one though. Y'all let me know.